This is Junkyard Racing's first digital showdown. I'm Mike Mallory with my telephone assistant, Kenny Herschel. Well, Kenny, say hello.
Hello, it's good to be here, Mike.
And we're here at Road America in Wisconsin. We have 4 competitors today for our first showdown. It's Bomboy, Malloy, Welsh, and Andrews, all driving cars from 1985 or older. And they are off with the Mini off to a strong lead here. And he's pulling off hard.
It's a really quick start for the Mini. I wasn't really expecting him to pull away that quickly. We'll see how much horsepower he has in the race.
Most certainly, and it looks like there might be some smoke coming out of the number 913 Opel GT being driven by Brandon Welsh. We don't know if that's a mechanical issue or he's just burning some tires for the hell of it, but he has definitely got a lot of smoke coming out from underneath that car coming into turn 2. And he's taking the lead, so it must not be a mechanical issue. I mean, he's definitely running the car hard, overtaking Justin Bomboy in the number 5 Dune Buggy, but Justin's not letting them have it easy. They are going hard right now, not letting each other by. It's looking like a good race already.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to question Opel for a choice in this race. Honestly, that's a great car. The Dune Buggy, a bit of an odd choice if it wasn't being driven by Justin Bomboy, a solid racer with a rally background.
Yeah, most certainly. The Dune Buggy is a strange choice, but if there's anybody that's going to pull it off, it's going to be him. And I mean, he's holding off first place right now, so obviously the car is not hindering him in any kind of way. He's using it for everything it's got. We do know it's a lightweight car. He's running an all-wheel drive setup on that car. He's got a lot of mechanical grip, but maybe not enough to hold off Brandon Welsh as he takes a first place pass in the Opel GT, and he's going in for first place here.
Yeah, this is his first debut on tarmac like this. Mud's a lot different than asphalt, so.
Most certainly is, and it looks like Brandon Welsh has taken that pass and is starting to gain some distance on Bomboy in the number 5 Dune Buggy, the Myers-Manx.
I'm really not surprised. Like I said earlier, Opel's a great choice. I'm a bit concerned about the Mini. It doesn't look like it's showing any strength in these straightaways. Like it launched good, but the follow-through really isn't amazing me.
Yeah, it does seem like the Mini might be a little bit underpowered for these long straights. I mean, it's against other cars with a lot more horsepower, and the weight advantage that it has really comes into play in the corners. And this track is full of long straights. Oh, it looks like Malloy may have lost control of the car there in the corner. It looks like the Mini is going to try and capitalize on that. Don't really know what happened. Just the car was a little sideways there, and he's definitely not with the pack. And oh, big hit here. Number 27 Mini Cooper running into the 193 Volvo. And the Volvo's trying to get back on track as quickly as he can here. And no sign of the Mini. He may have been left back there.
Yeah, it was a hairy corner. They were a bit too close. It looks like the Mini's in front of him, though. I'm not sure who caused the accident, but the Mini's definitely ahead.
It looks like he's definitely trying to pull ahead right now. He's definitely trying to make a move on him right now, and the Volvo is trying to make up the gap, but the Mini definitely ran away with that little incident.
We've seen the Mini's acceleration, but top speed-wise, I think that Volvo is going to catch up.
That may be true. We have one of the longer straights on the track coming up right now, and the Volvo's going to have to use every little bit of horsepower to try to take back that position from the Mini. The Mini is still a fierce competitor, but with these long straights, I just don't think he's got the power to hold off the Volvo.
Maybe on a slower track with more corners?
Oh, most certainly.
We'll see the Mini perform.
Oh, most certainly. The Mini is definitely a thoroughbred when it comes to cornering. But the horsepower disadvantage here may be too big for the Mini to hold off. But it looks like he's doing a fine job. We're 3-4 corners in now from the incident, and the Mini is still holding on very tight to the lead. Coming into another corner here. And oh, wow. Yeah, the Mini is going wide on the corner, very wide, into the sand pit even, allowing the Volvo to squeeze on by and capitalize on that mistake.
That was not a good corner. And these are relatively slow cars. I'm curious to see this driver under more power. He would definitely struggle in something like NASCAR, where it's high speed, bumper to bumper.
Most certainly. It looks like the stress of the Volvo being in the rearview mirror may have been a bit much for him. Maybe the brakes faded. We don't really know. But definitely looks like the Mini Cooper lost his 3rd place holding there to Malloy in the number 193 Volvo.
Volvo is a fine car. I don't think we have to worry about it. I'm curious if it has the power to really keep up.
Yeah, it definitely looks like he's got his work cut out for him to try to catch Justin Bomboy in the Myers-Manx Dune Buggy. He's got a very large gap on the Volvo here, and we already know that the Volvo has, in the previous lap, struggled with these final corners. Two incidents and two consecutive corners on this back half of the track. So Malloy's going to have to buckle down and pull himself together if he wants any chance of trying to take home a silver today.
I really think the Volvo, it may be heavier, and obviously not as fast as the Opel GT, which we're seeing now, but if the driver's good enough, any car can win.
That's most certainly true, and it looks like the Opel GT has got a driver of a lifetime because he is pulling away from the group and not showing any signs of slowing down. He's a freight train out there trying to bring home that gold medal, and the Dune Buggy, currently holding second in front of the Volvo, is trying to make up the gap, but I just don't think it's going to happen with one lap remaining that they're currently on right now. It just doesn't look like he's going to be able to hold it down, but anything can happen here, especially when you're talking about Road America.
Yeah, that Opel has really long legs, and the driver is getting them to a wonderful stride. But the Volvo and the Buggy, I think they could challenge him. The Mini, I'm honestly not impressed at this point.
Yeah, but yeah, the Mini is. I don't know if it's the issue of the car being an underpowered car on a long track, or the driver's just not well prepared, or maybe a combination of the two. We may see a stronger standing for him in the next event, but it definitely looks like right now on the final lap of the Road America section of this showdown, I don't think he has any chance of really bringing home any points here.
Exactly. As we move forward in this competition, we'll see slower, tighter corners, and that may be where the Mini excels.
Especially when we get to the last race of the showdown, which will be Mazda Laguna Seca. That's a chance when the Mini can really show some strong showings and maybe even take home a gold.
It's a good possibility. I would also like to see this Buggy in that sort of a slow, tight corner track.
Right. Yeah, with the all-wheel drive, he definitely has a lot more traction than his competitors, but it definitely causes for more wider turns and to hold a good racing line, so that may hurt him a little bit. Brandon Welsh getting a little sideways there on the final lap. Coming in, he's not far from start-finish now, and it looks like he is showing no chance of slowing down. I mean, he is just going for it. He's right around from the gold. He's not slowing down. He's not letting anybody catch up to him. He's going to go for a good lap time, and he is convinced that he is going to win it, and it looks like he is going to. Here he comes, coming from start-finish, showing off for the crowd, getting the car a little squirrely. And yep, just showing off there. Coming across at first place, Brandon Welsh in the number 913 Opel GT. Now we're here visiting number 27, the Austin Mini, driven by Andrews. And we got the Dune Buggy crossing second place right now. Malloy and the Volvo coming in third. And alright, so here's our current standings as of right now. We got Brandon Welsh with 10 points, Justin Bomboy with 8, Malloy Alexander with 6, and Andrews Coy with 4. And we're off to Atlanta, Georgia for the Road Atlanta section, number 2 race of the showdown.
Yeah, these are going to be these slower, tighter corners. This is where the race might change.
Most certainly. Here's a good chance for the Mini Cooper here. And we have a green light here as the race is starting. It looks like there's a bit of smoke on the track. That might be coming from the Opel again, as we saw at Road Atlanta. Or Road America, I should say. Here we go. Smoking, yes, it is indeed the Opel again, smoking. But still not really showing any chance of a mechanical failure or anything like that. I mean, he was just going for it.
I'm not sure what kind of power that Opel's putting down, but yeah, it's definitely burning rubber.
Oh, most certainly is, but not enough to catch Justin Bomboy in the Myers-Manx Dune Buggy number 5. He is just getting away with it, and he's running hard. Oh, going for a wide corner. Brandon Welsh goes for the pass, and here he comes. Not enough to make it. It's got to back off and take a second here to regain himself, try to find another open door. It wasn't wide enough to get that little Opel in there in the Dune Buggy. Still leaning on the power with a four-wheel brake lock coming into the last corners before the big straight here. And here he comes, cornering in the Opel, trying to find an open door. Here he goes, going for the main straight, going to use all the horsepower the Opel has, which is its main advantage over the competitors. And we're going too wide onto the main straight.
Yeah, this straightaway is still a very long portion of the track. Maybe it'll make the difference between these slow corners, but like you said earlier, slow corners is where the Buggy and the Mini may excel, depending on the driver's experience and skills.
Most certainly. Brandon Welsh is definitely still holding down that second place, trying to find a spot to get around Justin. Justin is definitely wanting the gold here. He's racing much harder, much more aggressively than we saw him race at Road America. And it looks like he is definitely in it to win it here. And here comes Brandon Welsh going for a pass. We have slight contact. The buggy goes off in corner one into the sand pit. Brandon Welsh is slowing down to let him take the pass as is dictated in the rules here. And is it enough? Oh, wow, look at that. We have Malloy in the Volvo, the number 193, squeaking by as they're trying to decipher who's going to take the lead after the crash incident. And Malloy is showing no signs of slowing down. He definitely is just going to capitalize on their mistake.
Yeah, that's a big mistake, and anytime someone makes a mistake like that, other cars are going to pass you. You can't just get away with something like that and recover.
Well, certainly, and it looks like Malloy definitely used that moment to take a huge run at it. He's definitely gaining a lot of speed, a lot of distance on them. And it looks like they may have gotten into it again as they're coming onto this straight much slower than we used to seeing. They may have gotten into another incident. And they're starting to pick up speed, starting to reach their stride. The Mini Cooper was behind them, but I think the Mini Cooper has made a pass. After two incidents, the Mini Cooper was able to capitalize on the time penalties.
The Mini Cooper did get by. I'm going to be surprised if he can hold it. That's going to be all of it. If the driver has a cool head, that's going to decide it.
He definitely got his work cut out for him on this straightaway here, but if he can hold that position in the straight, pass start finish into the twisties again, he may have a really solid run at this race. I mean, the Volvo seems to be losing a little bit of ground to the Mini here. I mean, look at this. I mean, it's glorious how this Mini's front-wheel drive can just pull itself around these corners so tight, running that apex really hard, and just looks very poised, very controllable. Andrews definitely knows what he's doing behind the wheel of that car.
No doubt. I think everything's going to be just mechanical build of the vehicle. Is the Mini fast enough to hold it on the straightaways, or is the Opel going to close the gap?
Most certainly. And it looks like the Mini Cooper is definitely in it for second place. He may not have it what it takes to catch Malloy and the Volvo, but he is holding off the other two competitors, and they are just door bashing the living bejesus out of each other in third and fourth.
Yeah, he'd have to make a pretty big mistake. Oh, that Opel call it quick. Never mind.
Yeah, here comes Brandon Welsh.
Now for second place.
Yeah, Brandon Welsh flexing his driver muscle here, taking a double pass, taking down the buggy, taking down the Mini Cooper, setting his sights on the Volvo now, and really just making a strong showing for what kind of driver that he is and how well built his machine is. I mean, the combination of the two is lethal, as we saw at Road America. Here at Road Atlanta, he has definitely gotten himself into a situation in lap one, but it's not slowing him down. From last place all the way up to second place in one lap, and I mean, he is gunning for the Volvo.
Yeah, that Opel, it's putting down speed on the straightaways, but it is holding that speed in the corners, and that's really what makes a good car.
It most certainly is. Here he comes. I mean, second place definitely where he needs to be. The Volvo just barely squeaking away from him. And it looks like the Volvo is coming in for first place. Across start finish, holding first. Oh, here we go. Here is the final point. As you can see here, we have Brandon Welsh getting second place there, Malloy getting first, and Bomboy bringing up the rear. That's not a very strong showing after what we saw at Road America. And now we're off to Monterey, California, Mazda Laguna Seca. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Green flag, off to a great start once again.
I really think Bomboy is going to excel on this track. There's a lot of places where he can get a little bit in the dirt, and I think that's where he feels so comfortable in these corners, maybe cutting them a little tighter than he should.
Most certainly.
Oh, that first corner is really tight. I'm glad to see all our races to be clean. It's a good place to get punched up and off the road.
Oh, definitely. And it looks like Bomboy may be taking the off-road route here, and it did not work well for him. Took the corner too wide, went into the sand. All the competitors take the pass. Brandon Welsh, car smoking off the starting line once again, and but he's still in first. He's definitely not slowing down because of it. The Mini Cooper and the Volvo having a struggle for second place with the Dune Buggy close behind. Oh, we got a bit of a pile up there. 3 cars off. Looks like the Mini Cooper definitely struggling with that little incident here, and he's trying to get back on the track as quickly as possible.
Honestly, I thought this would be a tight race from the beginning. I think the Opal's not going to excel as much with fewer straightaways and a lot more corners. But after that accident, he might just walk away.
Oh yeah, most certainly. And it looks like the Volvo is a little squirrely there, coming down the big corkscrew with the Mini Cooper tight behind him. It's anybody's race here. It's still lap 1, and these 3 cars are bunched up, but it looks like because of that little incident, it looks like Brandon Welsh may have another clean sweep victory, as he is getting some serious distance from the 3 competitors in the back.
The Volvo is a good car. It seems like it's built really well. The driver, we know, is skilled. Honestly, he's just going up against other skilled drivers with cars that are built just as well. So that's really his downfall in this one. Maybe if he had a faster car, I think this driver would be in a much higher position in our current standing.
Yeah, most certainly. You know, when you have access to any car from 1985 or older, you could definitely go with a stronger car as far as horsepower is concerned. The Volvo is definitely a strange choice in the fact that it is a low-powered car, but it is a well-balanced machine, as we can see. I mean, he hooks the corners very well, but not quite as well-balanced as the Opal and the Dune Buggy, as they seem to be just shaking the Volvo off at every corner.
Yeah, the driver of this Volvo, honestly, everyone was betting on him showing up with a V8. We're really surprised he didn't.
Certainly, and here we go. We're just the battle for second between Malloy in the 193 Volvo and Justin Bombley in the number 5 Dune Buggy is getting tight. We're coming into a tricky section here right before the corkscrew, and they're right on each other's bumpers. It looks like it's going to be a close match for second. Both these guys are in the running for second place in points. Bombley has a few more to make up after his showing at Road Atlanta, but Malloy definitely has a strong chance at second, maybe even first in points depending on his finish here. And it looks like he's going to try very hard to maybe lock down that second place. First maybe out of his grasp, but he is going for a pass here on the number 5, Myers Makes, driven by Justin Bomboy. And Justin just keeps shaking him off. Justin just is not shaken at all by that Volvo in his mirror. He does not care that it's there. He's going to make his line. He's going to do what he wants to do, and that Volvo's going to have to find another way around him.
Yeah, the first 2 corners of this track and the last 4 corners are very tricky. They're easy to lose a race on.
Oh, most certainly, especially turn 1 after start finish. I mean, that turn 1 is a very tricky corner. You're coming in at a max speed. The balance of the corner isn't very good as you're coming over a lip just before it. You come in heavy brakes, as we see Justin Bomboy demonstrating, and Malloy. You're getting into a full brake lock more often than not, and it's a tough corner to try to make up any ground on. As we can see here, Brandon Welsh, I mean, he has just got the lead in his hands. I mean, he's just out there showing off now, getting the car sideways and having himself a dandy time.
It's definitely no longer a 4-car race. It's really a race for second at this point.
Yeah, it looks like Malloy is taking the pass on the Dune Buggy here. And he looks like, can he hold it? I mean, that's really the question. And it looks like Bomboy is already trying to get his position back. Bomboy is not letting this race go without a fight. And look at that strong cornering there, holding the line, very clean, very beautiful.
Certainly, this race is going to be about second place now. Honestly, someone has to make a mistake. Actually, I no longer see the Volvo.
Yeah, right as you said that, it looks like the Volvo may have made the very mistake that's going to cost him second place, because it looks like the Dune Buggy has nobody near him now, and he is clinging it to second. And here's Brandon Welsh crossing the finish line in his typical show-offy manner to get the car sideways. And it definitely looks like the Volvo made a mistake, because it's down back with the Mini now, and the Mini may even be able to capitalize on the Volvo's mistake. We're coming in the very last corner, last lap of the race now. Justin Bomboy, second place. The Volvo and the Mini in a battle for third. Coming in, the Mini's getting extra sideways, as we know the number 27 Mini loves to do. And it looks like he's going to be taking home last place here as the Volvo screeches across at third. And that brings us to our total tally. Brandon Welsh, 28 points. Malloy Alexander, 22. Justin Bomboy, 20. And Andrews Corey bringing up the rear with 14. That's enough points to put Welsh in first place, Malloy in second, and Bomboy in third. And that is our first digital showdown pre-1985 cars. Thanks for watching.